Hey guys, my name's AC. If you don't already know me, I am a Dallas-based makeup artist. I own a company called AC Artistry and we specialize in bridal makeup. I'm really excited to start dipping into the tutorial world. I love teaching people. Educating is one of my favorite things. That's why I love doing lessons and one-on-ones. So this is like reaching so much more than that, and I'm super grateful for this opportunity. I'm gonna show you guys this look, which is my everyday-ish, if I'm going out makeup at all. So it's super basic, really easy, takes me about maybe 8 minutes. Honestly, I think I have it down to a science. So I have a couple of tips and tricks along the way, so you can stay tuned and just follow along. I'm trying. So right now all I have on my face is a lotion or an essence by Tatcha, and then I have their oil-free, kind of like their day cream gel, or I use it as the day cream. Okay, so first things first, I usually have a bigger one of these, but I have a bunch of little ones because they work best for my kit and for travel. So I have the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip. Ignore my nails and my eyelashes because it's quarantine. Of course, I start this right in the nick of time when everything goes to shit. It's Hydrogrip Primer. What I love about this is that, just like the name, it kind of creates something for the foundation to adhere to. Just do one little pump of that, a thin layer. And it'll get a little dry and tacky, and that's what's so great about it. It's so gripping. So another thing I love about Milk makeup is that they are cruelty-free and vegan. Me being a vegan and cruelty-free, I do the best I can at always trying to find good products that are worth it, but they're also cruelty-free. So I love that about them as well. I have a couple other stuff and I'll definitely talk about them much later on. Okay, new fave. This is, I think, a little newer. This is Bomb. I love it for an everyday. It's very buildable. I will say if you like super full coverage, it's probably not gonna be your favorite. Unless you're laying this with concealer. I think layering it with concealer, it'll be a lot better. So this is the Luminous Foundation by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And now that this is set into my skin, I am going to take my flat foundation brush. Let's see, buffing foundation brush, ABH Cosmetics. I've been using their brushes literally for 10 years. I have like my first set that I've ever had is from 2010. I love it, they last so well. Start from the inner parts of my face. So I don't use a sponge for this foundation because I want it to go on a little fuller because it's so thin already. It has like a skin like texture or finish. I don't know. I'm still working on my verbiage. So I definitely have imperfections in my skin. I've just learned to well, I'm kind of working on them, but I've learned to not cake them up a bunch, and I don't mind seeing some of my freckles. So I did a little bit more on my forehead, breaking out up there. Stress. Always do chin to chest when doing a match. Like sometimes people will have shirts on in Sephora and they'll just do this, and that's not really giving you the best accurate match because when I wear tops mostly, they're gonna be like this and show. So I want it to look very even, and I can always warm it up with bronzer. I know a lot of girls wanna be tan, and I know I do, but I rather just self-tan and then bronze up my face. Just looks better. That way you're not getting too masky. Concealer. So, some of these products I don't have the name, but I will find it and link it or put it below. So I love Kylie's, kind of thinking that they're the same, which I've heard a lot, as Colourpop, but I think there's a little difference in that. So this is the old Colourpop packaging, so they redid theirs, and I'm sure they reformulated it or said they did, whatever, but this is what I'm using today. So I switch back and forth between various concealers. Right now I'm using more of a peachier tone because I do have to correct those little purpleness. I don't like to redip and redip because I don't need that much, so I like to use just one doe foot full of the product, and that's all you need. And I actually love to use a brush for this. This is a foundation brush that's been through hell, literally like dogs chewing on it. But like I said, these ABH Cosmetics brushes last forever. So I'm going to buff it out with this foundation brush. You can use a sponge if you'd like. You can use whatever. There's no right or wrong. That works for you. And I am going to, and you can see I just did it around like the purple area. And it's going to be enough to do a little light correcting. Beauty triangles. And I didn't double dip a whole bunch. I just took that, so it looks like a lot, but it's actually a very thin amount. It's just in a wider area. You know, the basics. Again, this is not like necessarily for every day. It depends what you do. If you like to be full glam every day, like, more power to you. I wish I had things to do day to day like that, but I look almost 99% of the time. Okay, now I'm going to do a little mini bake. I am using the Huda Beauty Pound Cake is the color. Easy Bake setting powder. Just take a little in. Take a dry sponge. Press everywhere. I just did it. So layering is really key. I push all my brows up, and I'm using the NYX Ash Brown. I like to do the same color if my roots are 2 shades darker, depends. If you're platinum blonde, you really need to go like 2 or 3 shades darker. Let's see. Micro brow pencil in Ash Brown. I like this one because it's small and controlled, and I can fill in my little sparse areas and mimic brow hairs instead of just filling in my whole brow. That's not necessary for me. I have lots of hair there. I need to go see my brow girl, but this is what we're working with. I go in a little further, I want that. Some brow. Okay. So now, like I said, I like to keep it really more natural and feathery, brushed up. I'm gonna use the Morphe Brow Setting Gel. I have the worst vision, so it's hard for me to look in the monitor to do this. Should I have contacts? It's fine. So I love to push it up and like let it completely dry. I love a clear finish. If you have more sparse brows and you want a little bit more oomph, then M438 Morphe brush. I'll put the number in there, of course. I like to just dust. And this actually can go by super quick for me. I can do my makeup in like 10 minutes, but breaking it down and slowing it down for you guys is just a totally different story. Okay, so now I'm just really light, super even. Now I'm gonna add the depth. So I'm going to use, so I go back and forth. I go back and forth. I will use Kylie's matte pressed bronzing powders. But lately I have been using this Makeup Revolution one. As you can see, like I've hit pan on some of this stuff. I love using this for clients too. Really good shade range for highlighter and bronzer. I've seen this all over the internet, and I never do drugstore. I hate saying drugstore, but I rarely do drugstore except for like NYX, Essence, and a few other ones. But you know, some things you can skimp on and some things you can't. Okay, now I'm going to do my blush. So I've yet to find like a blush that I'm obsessed with other than this Creme one, which is a Milk makeup product. I featured this in my Beachy Keen class last summer. It's in the color Werk. It's like the perfect pink, just fresh color. It works for everybody, looks different on everybody, and I just love it. I like to use it with a brush for like a softer look. When I'm using all cream look, like for the beach, or you know, just one like really overly dewy, I will use it just, but for this I just like to use a very airbrush look. So I'm using another Morphe brush. It's like slanted. I love blush. I love going a little overboard with blush. I tend to do that. But like no makeup look is complete without blush. I always do a little tap on the nose. Got that from my mom. Glowing is my life. So all-time favorite, Cover FX. You cannot see this very well, but it's a giant bottle and you'll have it forever. I use these drops in the color Sunlit. I use very little, so I take just a little off the applicator. I apply it to the back of my hand. This is even when I'm doing this on myself. I start above the Cupid's bow, aligned up. I'm using my middle finger for a little bit of pressure, not too much control. Take a little bit in the inner corners. You can see it's like barely any on my hand because I don't want to overdo it. You don't need that much. You don't look like a Tin Man. We're just trying to glow. You don't want to hold your foundation up, and I mean that like sometimes we use too much liquid over powder can eat through it, and it gives you this whole like finish, and it's very splotchy and not cute, but it happens to the best of us. So I'm just doing very little, and you can build this very easily. See, I'm like adding it. So now a little above that, so it gives you like that fresh out of shower, just went for a run glow. Like who doesn't love that? You can mix it with your moisturizer, your body lotion, like oils if you want for your body, like looking luscious.
Mom,
little star. Oh, tiny bit. And just cut. Just cut it. Cut those cheekbones. And I literally don't even leave it or bake it. I just do that for a little cleaner look. They keep it together for me, but ooh, shit. Okay, I'm using the rose gold champagne-y color in this Makeup Revolution palette, and orgasming it onto my face. It's just full on. This boob has been hanging out this whole time. I hate when that happens. Okay. And I use a really light matte color. Just like a bronze matte, like brown color, and I'll put a little in my crease. Just for like any veins or anything. That sounds gross. Any veininess. And I'll take like a darker one with a little one. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Wee bit. Obsessed with brownie colors, brownie nudes. My go-to lip right now is this Morphe lip liner in Spiffy, which is like a nude with a brown undertone. I love Morphe lip liners, they're my favorite. I have big ass lips, so I try not to overline them. I know sometimes I get a little carried away, but I always like to just blend it out. I don't really fill in the whole lip. I've been going back and forth between this Too Faced Melted Chocolate Honey and the Patrick Ta Silky Lip Creme. And she's independent. So I'm gonna use that one today, but I love his color story. I like to use just a little bit. And then I just wipe it pretty much off. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I literally have to like thin it out to being like blotted. Like I like the blotted look. And then 9 times out of 10, I love a glossy lip, so I use my favorite lip gloss. I have like 18 of these, and they're all over the house. You can find them in my underwear drawer, you can find them in my car, you can find them, God, you can find them anywhere. I have so many, and I've never loved a lip gloss so much. This is Madeline, or Madeline, I don't know which one it is. The Butter Gloss from NYX. They're just the best. They just get it. They just get me. NYX, you rock. It's the perfect nude. It looks different on everyone. Doesn't even do it justice, but I love it. Okay, so this is my ending time. I don't do anything else but spray. This is the only spray I think is worth it to get, is the Allnighter Urban Decay Tried and True.